Broncos country. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Apologies. I didn't get to a video yesterday, but we got some news to talk about. Courtland Sutton. We've had about 24 hours or so, probably a little bit over that, to kind of digest the news with him not being at the voluntary workouts. And I'm curious what y'all's thoughts are. I have long said throughout my videos on this channel that I would like to see Courtland Sutton stay here. What do you guys think? Please be sure to hit that like and let me know in the comments and subscribe. We're on our way to 500, but ideally, I would like to have a veteran receiver like Courtland Sutton here for that rookie quarterback. That I think we're all pretty sure we're going to pick one, whether that's in the first round or day two, something like that. We're going to get a quarterback. That will be interesting if we don't, though. That'll be another topic of conversation. But I would like to see Courtland Sutton here having some veteran wide receivers that a rookie quarterback can trust. I think is always a good thing. I would love if we can still draft a wide receiver or two, because y'all know that room needs juice, right? So I'm curious, though. Right now, with this kind of pseudo holdout, is this an official holdout? We'll have to see. But I'm kind of thankful Courtland Sutton is skipping this, making it known that he wants an extension, because we need to make a decision. One of my criticisms with George Payton, other people have said this as well, is that the man the guy's terrible at trades. Like, he never wins a trade, and not just the Russell Wilson trade. I thought we got fleeced for Sean Payton. We settled for pennies on the dollar with Jerry Jeudy. Maybe the only trade in which he did fairly well in that I can remember is the Bradley Chubb trade, But it's like the Von Miller trade that ended up being like the last pick of the second round. It was just not good. It was just not good. And we get Justin Simmons, we cut him. We don't get any compensation for him. So ideally, I would like to see Courtland Sutton. He's 29 years old. Let's extend him a few years at a reasonable rate, because I don't think he's going to be getting $20+ million or anything like that. I think honestly, you'll probably see him making less than that 18 million or so that he's on the books for right now in the future, just because he's going to be one of those more veteran type receivers. But I would like to see an aging, and I would like to see us have a little bit of continuity. And I'll share my screen, looking at the replacements of like, okay, who could we replace him with on the free agent market right now with a veteran receiver? And oh man, I'm forgetting the name, but I'm gonna get right to it. We got Michael Thomas here, 31 years old. We could do it. He might be only good for half the season, but it is what it is. But I think probably if I could choose a guy that I would want to replace Courtland Sutton with on more of kind of a bargain-based deal, kind of fill that role as a number one, maybe going with Odell Beckham Jr., which I don't think is realistic because he'll probably want to go to a contender, as well as possibly Tyler Boyd. Maybe Tyler Boyd could be that guy. Other guys that, I wouldn't have an issue with if we took a flyer on DJ Chark, but if we're going to bring in somebody of kind of that caliber, I would hope that if we would trade Courtland Sutton, we would get like a 5th or 6th round pick, probably most realistically, maybe something higher if we retain salary. But then you're thinking, okay, if we trade back, maybe using that 2nd round pick on a wide receiver. But it's hard for me to want to move off of Courtland Sutton if, for say, we're going to be waiting till day 3 to draft a wide receiver. I mean, right now, the room is not looking that great. Let me go ahead. Once we're missing Courtland Sutton, I mean, we got some decent guys, but we're not, this isn't a loaded offense right now. We need some juice. Tim Patrick, maybe he can stay healthy. I hope so. Josh Reynolds, I'm excited about Josh Reynolds for the bargain. I feel like he's going to be Marvin Mims, of course. But outside of those two guys, do you really feel good about Tim Patrick after coming off an ACL and Achilles, or Achilles and ACL? And then, it's just kind of like, Well, Jordan Humphrey is a good blocker. but I don't think you want him anything higher than like the 5th or 6th wide receiver on your depth chart, right? So ideally, I'd like to keep Courtland Sutton, get a little bit higher of a cap number right now, but maybe we can work that way down or work that number down with an extension. And I think that's what I would prefer. But hey, if you're not going to extend him, you got to trade him right now. You got to. This is the year to do it. This is the time to do it. Let's not miss a window. Let's not miss a window. Okay. Maybe we could trade him for a little bit higher at trade deadline during the season. But do you really want to go into that situation where he's playing in the last year of his contract? Not to say Courtland Sutton would pull a Julius Thomas and be like, hey, I'm hurt, but it's just good to have everybody be on the same page collectively as a team this year, not having anybody thinking about what's past this season. You know what I'm saying? I would like to extend him, but let me know your thoughts. Again, I know Courtland Sutton isn't the most amazing receiver, but he still is very productive, still is very good in the red zone, and y'all know we need red zone threats. So y'all be sure to smash that like. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, but I want to see Courtland Sutton stay here. But if we do trade him, I think it's just best trade him now, get what you can get, and let's move forward. Talk to y'all later. Go Broncos.